Today, we are going to be going over some of the worst changes that I think Rockstar Games has made in GTA Online. Now, I'm only going to be mentioning a few. I know there's a lot of other ones out there, so be sure to comment them down below in the comments section, because I'd love to know some more things that you guys think Rockstar screwed up on. Anyways, the very first thing is going to be Moore's Mutual Insurance. Before, you used to be able to call them and get your cars back, and it just had a whole list of all the cars that were destroyed, and if you wanted to, you could claim back like 20 or 30 cars with one click. But nowadays, it's different. You have to call them, and then it'll show a list of all of your garages, and then you could select what cars you want to call back from those garages. But what if you want to claim all of your cars? At one point, I had like 40 cars just destroyed, and I had to get them back, and I had to scroll through every single garage, claim all of them from that specific garage at a time, and then the worst part is, they hang up the phone after. And then you got to scroll through the contact list, go to their number, call them back, and then keep going between every single one of these garages. I absolutely hate this. If Rockstar wanted to fix it, which I honestly thought they would have done a while ago, all they would have to do is just make Moore's Mutual Insurance not hang the phone up after you click Claim All or you click on a specific car to claim back. That's it. And then you could keep scrolling through the garages and claiming back whichever cars you want, or just click Claim All on every garage. Clearly the easiest fix would to just be add one button that says Claim All vehicles from all garages. Yeah, it would cost a little bit of money depending on how many cars you have destroyed, but still, it's the easiest option. I don't really know why Rockstar decided to do it like this, and I'm sure the community would be much happier with the way that I just explained it. Next up is going to be betting in races. Now before you could bet $10,000 and make a ton of money. Now you can only bet $1,000, which really sucks because obviously it was a really fun feature where you and your friends could bet a bunch of money and hopefully one of you would win a ton. For example, in this picture that you guys see on screen, this person profited $44,000 from betting and he came in third. That's more money than the person who won the race made. Everybody else actually lost money by doing that race, but this guy made a ton, which is great. But Rockstar reverted this, I believe, because people were exploiting it, going into one quick race with your friend and then letting your friend win so then they can win the bet winnings and make a ton of money. The issue is Rockstar didn't actually solve anything because you can give away way more money in free mode, and it makes that $10,000 seem like absolutely nothing, since obviously you're not going to be able to do that kind of stuff in massive race lobbies because there's no shot you're going to get 16 people, all of them to bet $10,000, lose all of their bets just so then you can win a ton of money. There's too many moving parts and it wouldn't work. But in free mode, and by the way, what I'm about to tell you, I do this all the time with my friends and just random players in the game. If you start up any mission, like piracy prevention for example, and let's say you do it with 3 people or you do it solo, it doesn't matter, it's the exact same outcome either way. So you guys complete the mission and you each profit $30,000, and then your 3 friends decide, hey, you know what, let's give all of the money we just got from this job to you. And then you end up walking away with $120,000 instead of 30 grand. And how you do this, you ask? Well, you go into the interaction menu, you go to inventory, cash, share cash from last job, and you can give away what you just made from that job, which is $30,000. So why did Rockstar reverse the race betting when the exploit was only for about $10,000? When in free mode, you can give away over $100,000 to your friend depending on what you're doing. It doesn't make any sense to me, and I really don't know why Rockstar decided to do this, because with the race betting thing, that was actually a challenge. It was a ton of fun, and you got to show off your skill, and if you thought you were good enough, you could bet 10 grand and take a ton of other people's money away. But in free mode, you can literally just give money to friends way easier. You can complete jobs that pay out a lot more money, and you could just give all of that money to your friend. I have to say, this is one of the worst things Rockstar ever did when it comes to racing in GTA Online. I think they really screwed that up, and I really hope one day they revert it back to $10,000 so then there's a purpose for so many more people to play some races, because it's a ton of fun, and I would love to take thousands and thousands of dollars away from other people who think they can race when they really can't. Next is going to be excluding PC and last gen from this little HSW update. I think that's one of Rockstar's biggest mistakes, and it pissed so many people off because a very high amount of people still play on PC and still play on PS4 and Xbox One, but they don't get any of this new content that came out. On next gen, we get new cars, new upgrades to make them go way faster, probably some clothes as well, some new races, a time trial, and other little things. People who play on PC and last gen, they got absolutely nothing. It's like all your friends being out at recess playing, and you're stuck inside the classroom in detention, just watching them out the window, having a ton of fun. I think it just sucks. Now, like I said, I don't think last gen should have gotten all of the content from this update. If I was working at Rockstar Games, I would have given them some of the content. At the bare minimum, just give them the cars, because then they could at least get something new. But don't give them the HSW upgrades and things like that. That would be a little incentive for you to upgrade to the GTA Online version on PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X, but still, just completely leaving them out and not giving them anything is a huge dickhead move, and they should have just given something. And even with PC, in my opinion, PC is still way ahead of PS5 and Xbox Series X, yet on PC, we don't get anything. You can't even spawn these cars in with mods on PC, which is just unreal. So honestly, I don't really know why Rockstar did this, and I think they could have done a much better job at executing this little update that came out on next gen. I still think last gen should have gotten something. Next up is going to be reducing payouts from jobs and missions. I remember back in the day doing the Blow Up 2 mission. I would sit there for literally like 9 minutes in a tank killing cops, and I would get 10,000 RP and like $20,000. It was awesome. But now I decided to do that for 25 minutes and I didn't get shit. I got like 3,000 RP and I think 17 grand, which the money was still pretty decent, but still, I sat there for a while, just continuously killing cops, and I got no RP. That used to be one of the best methods to level up in GTA Online, obviously not including that little criminal records glitch from back in the day, but even now with other things, like for example, the HSW races. I did that today. I came in first, but I only made $5,000. And the biggest issue with that is the fact that it's double money, and I only made $5,000 for coming in first place, and of course I was racing against other people. Like, I don't really know why they make the payouts so low. The thing is, 90% of the Rockstar created jobs in GTA 5 are a ton of fun, and I think everybody can vouch for that. I love playing Slasher, I love playing Overtime Rumble, and a bunch of other survivals, missions, and adversary modes. But the payouts are so garbage, nobody plays them anymore. Yeah, they're fun, but we still want to get a little bit of money for spending half an hour playing them. Now, when Overtime Rumble is triple money or double money, I'm looking at pulling in over $200,000. But if I do that normally, I'd be lucky to get 90 grand after playing for half an hour, which is just terrible. So I don't really know why the payouts are so low. I know they've decreased them over time, so then we would start doing other stuff like the Cal Perico heist and buying shark cards, so then we could purchase all that kind of stuff. But still, these fun game modes that are in the game have been somewhat forgotten about now just because the payouts have been reduced so much, and even in the start, they weren't that good unless they make them double money or triple money. Anyways, those are the little things that I think Rockstar Games screwed up on in GTA Online. In a little bit, I'm going to be making a video on the exact opposite. Some little things that Rockstar did an amazing job on in GTA Online. So if you want to see that video, make sure you got post notifications turned on. And don't forget, comment down below on some other little things that I didn't include in this video that you think Rockstar screwed up on. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And with that said, I will catch you guys in the next one.